Hello, it's Friday and it's scrapbooking with Lenita time. So are you ready for another very fun 5-minute idea? And the reason it's so quick is because they're squares. First, I do want to say that this is I'm going to say a 2-year-old idea, probably also from way back, but I think I saw it from Cindy Parody, so I want to thank her. And then we can just get started. Then I'll get to show you how to use it. Well, you can see here that I have a mat that I can put there if I want as a thankful blessing card. You can use this as a page for the beginning of an album. In fact, I do have my beginning of an album with the title here of the year. That one I sent away to be scanned, so it's not handy. But what else? Yeah. So, the other thing is you can use square pictures here instead of paper. And just so that you can see that I really do this, this is a 4x6, and these are 2-inch square pictures. So you can literally fit those. Actually, you could cut them down a little bit. They're a little smaller than 2 inches. So you could fit those in there or use them instead of paper. Isn't that cool? All right, so that's that. And we can get started. So 2-inch squares. 2-inch squares, and I have here 20 of them, but in reality it's 18. I just want to have a variety. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's 5 down here. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18, because those are halves. And I am going to make it out of the Croptoberfest paper and the fall paper. So here's how this came about. I was looking yesterday for scraps for yesterday? What day is today? Anyway, today's Friday. Scraps for my YouTube that showed the flower, and I found all these squares. Now, I do not remember why I was making squares, but I found all these squares that were too big for the flowers, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is perfect. Where is that page? Found the page. And so I'm calling this a 5-minute page. I do have a lot of these cut already, but it doesn't take a long time. I found some strips also that are the right size. And so I'll just continue on from there. Just to show you, this is from the Autumn Harvest. I'm pretty sure. Ooh, that might be from the, oh dear, I think that might be from the Halloween pack from last year. This is from Croptoberfest. This is Autumn Harvest. So it's a mixture, and that's the idea. That you can mix things up because you have these squares, as long as there's a sort of thematic. All right, so how many do I have? Because let's see, there are 4 of those. And I may not need 4, but you know, there's always the other side. And that's the cool part of it. So there's 3 of those, 4 of that, 4 of those. Wow, okay. And 4 of those. Well, I am almost set. 4, 8, 12. All right, so I am going to cut a few of these because I like this paper, and I may just want to use some of this instead. Now, if you're looking at it and worried that it's directional, a square, you know, we just turn it because it's a square. All right, and we'll set the alarm just for fun, and we can get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we go. Now, since I'm ahead a little bit, I'm hoping that this time I will not run over, but you know, I'm going to show you cool things today. So, all right, so did I make that too big? No, I'm stacking them. It's a little harder to stack them when you want to make perfect squares. But I don't think this matters as much because, well, will it look funny? Well, anyway, so I'll do 3 just in case I want to do another one, or, you know, because I like those colors. So then that is done. I'm ahead on that. And I'll set that aside. And this wood grain paper is from Croptoberfest. Yeah. And then you can just start putting them on. Now this is what would take the longest. So I'm not maybe sure about that, but I do want something that is a little less busy. And I'm just going to lay them out because at first I want to lay them out on where I want them. And perhaps one on each corner since I do like this. I like this. All right, and that can go over here. Am I out of the, okay. I really like the owl too, so that may have to go around there somewhere. Maybe the pumpkin? I may not get to use all of these, huh? That could go there, this could go here. Where's the other pumpkin? So this is the part that does take the longest, but I think it is worth it. I may not use the stripes. Oh, but that color, I don't know. I think I like the owls better. So again, it's maybe a little bit busy, but I think it'll be okay. So maybe I don't need that one since that's on the corner. Okay, so an owl and a pumpkin and the owl and this. So I've got that 3 times. I only have that one once. This is kind of a fun side too. I have the owl twice and I have that owl twice. This may be the one that needs to go on the mat. Okay, so here's how you're going to put it on. The easiest way to put it on is to find your center. And the center one is, this one is going to go right in the middle here. And it's about 1/4 of an inch. So this one sits right in the middle. And then it's 1/4 of an inch. So I just start putting tape on here. And then that's going to go 1/4 of an inch over. And then that means, oh, now I mix them all up. Look what I just did. Oh my goodness. That's what happens. That's just what happens, huh? And so then there you go. Then you just start putting them around and they will match up nicely. I think this was here. I don't even remember now. That was very silly of me to just like scatter them all over the place, huh? So it's so funny. When I do these pages, I'm like, oh yeah, that works in 5 minutes. But, you know, it probably won't today. So let me bring this up. But I do want to do a good job of this and show you how fun it is. All right, so there's that. And we will not rush through it. There's about, on this one, I did not do I want to do that one there so that it's in between. I did not do the 6-inch, but it did turn out fine. So on this side, here we go. I'm going to put some here. And then my middle one is going to be right there in between the 6 and the 5 and on the 1/4 of an inch. And there. And there. I'm going to put that one there and then okay, so that's going to go there. And then one more. So you can tell that I have not put them on super heavily. For me, that's okay because, I didn't put any adhesive here. 1, 2, and 3. So now all I have is 3 left. And, I'm going to put this one in the middle here because that's what I need to do. Oh, there we go. Oh, this time it did. Look. Love it, huh? Okay. I don't know why I get so excited about that, but it's just a fun toy, a fun timer. All right, and this over here. So I think that there are too many of these here. And I like the owl there. That one is good there. I'm going to switch this. Nope, that doesn't go. Isn't it funny? Isn't this so fun, really, to figure out where to put these? I guess this has to go down because my other ones are too high. I mean, we don't want it too close to that. Okay. All right. So now that's very busy, but then you tone it down with something that might match. Now that's a bit much, okay? To me, that's a bit much. So I'm going to do a square that will tone things down a bit. And this is 6 by 6.5 by 6.5 inch square. So, you know, when you're doing something like this, it can just be as busy or as calm as you want it to be. Good thing I had those cut out already, huh? All right, and then I'm going to put this here, there. And we're fairly straight. Now, here's why I said I don't put a lot of adhesive right away, because if I seem crooked, which I can see, then I can adjust, okay? See, yeah, there's a little bit of adhesive there, which I can adjust these. And I like being able to do that. Adjust them as I see, like, ooh, that's a little bit too close, or that's a little bit too, you know, not even with the other. And then, of course, your stitching will go on. The stitching is really fun, very easy. You're just going to do little tiny stitches. Really adds a lot. And do it before you add, well, it's easier if you do it before you add your corners. So I'm just going to do this right here before I add the corners, and I can do this stitching later. Oftentimes I will do the stitching later just because I'm not quite sure if I want the pen color to accent the pictures or the theme. All right, so now the big question is, which one did I really like? Okay, that may be a little busy. I don't know. Do I want to add, well, this, I don't know if I want to add that in. I really like the owl and I really like the pumpkin. And I only have one pumpkin here, so I'm going to add another pumpkin. And I may decide, I'm looking, what should I put in here? Oh, that one, that's the one I'm going to put, because I didn't put the other half of that. So you can see, though, that you really don't need all of these, because some of these I would flip. You know, you can do, okay, so we know we don't want that there. I'm going to put that over here. And now here's the trick on the owl, though. This one can't be there. This has to be in this corner. So there's a lot of owl there. And that one can be up there, but that's also by another owl. So maybe that's not going to happen. This is a good one because it's tonal and, you know, kind of, and that would work there. And that could work there. Let's do this. Let's do that there and this here. All right. Now this is introducing a new color, but I think that's okay. If I don't like it, then I will switch it out real quick. What's on this side? Maybe that's what I need to do, huh? Let me see if I have this is a better one. It's not cut as badly. And then this one, the pumpkins are upside down. This pumpkins have to go like this, but I guess I'm just gonna not do the pumpkins because I don't want them upside down. All right, so then I'm gonna put foam squares, and that's what really does the trick on this, because it has a shadow. You're gonna love this, if you can see it, but you know, it's okay. All right, so there. And what happens is, because you put foam squares, ooh, will that work? Oh my goodness, you guys, that is gonna work. What was the other side of this that didn't work? Let's see, was this the one that I have? Yeah, I like that. Okay, I like that because that's the color I really wanted anyway. And I wasn't sure about introducing another color with this very colorful design. All right, so obviously foam squares always take a long time to put on, but they're very worth it. And then just boom, 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 take it off here. I better not call this a 5-minute page because this is a lot longer. All right, but we had fun with the timer, that's for sure, right? Let's see, what should I just call this? a square page, thankful page, a gratitude, a square, whatever you want to make it page. All right, so there you go. Now, because you have the little foam squares, this is a little large, but you can tuck under. Okay, you can tuck it under, tuck your little whatever you want to say underneath. Or you can have a whole piece of paper with lines that shows like who was at the celebration. And in that case, you would, I'll take one of these up. You would put this down before you put those on, and that would be your part that shows who was there. Isn't that fun, the options you can do? But I'm going to leave this blank here, just so you can let your imagination decide what you want to do with it. And any of the ones that do not have a lot of color, those are the ones that you can also add the stitching to, and it will show up. I'm seeing it very clearly here. So just add stitching on like all the orange ones, and it will tie it together with this one. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, how fun was that, huh? Love it, love it. And on this one, back to this one, you can see that even the darker ones are all stitched, but it doesn't show up a lot. And so, you know, it's totally up to you. However, if you look at this one, it's a little busy, but look what stitching does. Just really, really does add. So maybe yes, stitch all of them. You get to decide that part. Okay, I'll finish this and pull it up close to the camera so you can see. And you can see a little bit of the stitching there. Now I use the micro tip brown pen. You can use a thicker pen, and that gives you a little bit more. Okay, so there you go. Have fun with it. Have fun deciding what you want to do with it. And thank you for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel, for watching, and have a great weekend. Have fun scrapbooking. All right, bye-bye.